There are certain truths in life that, no matter how much we resist, remain constant. The sooner we accept them, the more control we gain over our own lives. These truths aren't meant to discourage us, they are meant to free us. We spend so much of our lives trying to be liked, trying to fit in, trying to be accepted, but the hard truth is that not everyone will like you, and that's not a bad thing. Think about the greatest leaders, the most successful people in history. None of them were universally loved. They had critics, they had doubters. What made them great wasn't their popularity, but their conviction. Focus less on being liked and more on being respected for who you truly are. We spend so much of our lives trying to be liked, trying to fit in, trying to be accepted. From a young age, we're conditioned to seek approval, whether it's from parents, teachers, friends, or society at large. We learn that being liked often means opportunities, friendships, and a sense of belonging. But the reality is, no matter what you do, no matter how kind, successful, or well-intentioned you are, there will always be people who don't like you. For many, this truth is hard to accept. We take rejection personally. We wonder what we did wrong, what we could have said differently, how we could have been more likable. But the truth is, people's opinions of you often have nothing to do with you. They see you through their own lens, shaped by their own experiences, insecurities, and biases. You could be the most genuine, hardworking, and compassionate person in the world, and still, someone will find a reason to criticize or dislike you. The need for approval is deeply ingrained in us because, at its core, it's tied to survival. Historically, being part of a group meant protection. Being rejected could mean isolation, which was dangerous. But today, we no longer need universal acceptance to thrive. In fact, trying to please everyone is one of the fastest ways to lose yourself. The more you mold yourself to fit other people's expectations, the further you drift from your true self, and paradoxically, the less respect you earn. People may tolerate you, but they won't truly value you. Look at history's most influential figures, leaders, thinkers, innovators. None of them were universally liked. Many were heavily criticized in their time. Martin Luther King Jr. was hated by many while fighting for justice. Steve Jobs was seen as difficult and unlikable. Even Mother Teresa, widely regarded as a saint, had her detractors. What made them impactful wasn't their popularity, but their conviction. They didn't bend to public opinion, they stayed true to what they believed in. The moment you stop seeking universal approval is the moment you step into your true power. The goal isn't to be liked by everyone, it's to be authentic, to stand for something, to surround yourself with the right people, the ones who respect you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. We are taught from an early age to fear failure. Schools grade us based on how few mistakes we make. Workplaces reward those who get things right the first time. Society conditions us to see failure as something shameful, something to avoid at all costs. But in reality, failure is not the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. Every great achievement in history was built on failure. Thomas Edison famously tested thousands of materials before inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. If any of these people had let failure define them, their impact on the world would have never happened. They understood that failure wasn't a sign to stop. It was feedback. It was a lesson. It was a necessary step on the way to something bigger. The problem isn't failure itself. The problem is how we react to it. Most people see failure as a reflection of their worth, as proof that they aren't good enough. They take it personally, and as a result, they give up too soon. But the people who truly succeed are the ones who separate failure from identity. They don't see it as a verdict on their abilities. They see it as data. They ask, what went wrong? What can I learn? What will I do differently next time? And then they try again. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, adjust, and keep moving forward. The only real failure is refusing to try again. Every mistake, every setback, every rejection is a stepping stone to something greater. We often think of wealth in terms of money. success in terms of achievements and power in terms of influence. But the most valuable resource we have isn't any of these things. It's time. Time is the one thing we can never earn back. It's constantly moving, whether we use it wisely or waste it. Unlike money, which can be saved and multiplied, time is always being spent. And once it's gone forever. Many people don't realize the value of time until it's too late. They put off dreams, delay important conversations, and prioritize things that don't truly matter. They tell themselves they'll start that business someday. They'll spend more time with family when things settle down. They'll focus on their health next year. But time doesn't wait. Life moves forward, and the opportunities that exist today may not exist tomorrow. The way we spend our time reflects what we truly value. If we're constantly distracted, saying yes to everything, or filling our days with things that don't fulfill us, we are essentially giving away our most precious asset without thought. The key is to be intentional, to protect our time, and to invest it in what truly matters.